right, welcome back to our channel once again. We are going through all the episodes of Star Trek, the original series. Um, so this week we are going to do Mudd's Women.
Now, according to you, Mudd is apparently a recurring character?
Well, he becomes somewhat popular. But anyway, because I do believe he shows up, I think, one more time, maybe two more times in this series.
Oh.
I think.
And then he shows up in the other series, I'm assuming?
Yeah, somewhere, sometime.
Somehow.
Yeah. So, before we get into this, how was your week?
Work? I beat you to it, go.
It was pretty good. It was a full week this time, so.
Except for Friday.
No, that was last week.
I got my weeks all confused.
This week was a full week.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, it wasn't.
No.
4 days. I forgot Good Friday.
Yeah, see, I have to work. No.
No, you get Good Friday off.
I get Good Friday off.
You gotta work Easter Monday.
Yeah,
I get that one off.
Yeah.
So.
Because God forbid you work.
So, yeah, actually, when you see this, no, that was last weekend. Sorry, because we're recording this early. I'm getting my weekends mixed up. Last episode was the long weekend up here in Canada. It was 4 days for those of you that have kids that go to school or school bus drivers. 3 days if you're everybody else.
Yep. And
I guess government workers, I think they get the Monday off too.
Oh, of course, because God forbid they fucking do anything.
So, but yeah, sorry. This weekend that you're seeing this video is just, was actually still 4 days.
Pretty standard though for you?
Yes.
For the 4 day?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So. What?
As for me, short weeks are a bit of a good and bad thing, because I only have to work 4 days, but you're trying to do the work of 5 into 4, and which is not easy because customers are now like, okay, I need this picked up like 20 minutes ago. Well, we can't do that. We're just booking it in now.
And not to mention, you get all the employees, especially on a Thursday, yes, I don't think you've ever said this. What do women have on usually a Thursday when they call in sick?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
And it's not just on Thursdays.
Well, it can be really any day, but you get most of them on Thursdays, especially before a long weekend, and they have what?
You really want me to say this? Fine.
Tell the people, because I'm sure every woman's going to want to hear this.
I'm going to get in so much shit. You're trying to get me in shit right now, aren't you? Fine. Dick itch.
And why do they have dick itch? Because women's don't have dicks.
Why? Because in my department is primarily women.
Yes, it is. And I think you're the only guy, aren't you?
There's one other.
Is there one other?
However, a lot of the women in my department are really good. They're good workers. They do what they're supposed to. But there are a few who
seem to be sick all the time.
And it's like
you're only allowed 10 days off.
Yeah, you're allowed 10 days off. And it's never like, oh, I'm sick on Wednesday, I'm sick on Tuesday. No, it's like, oh, well, I couldn't book the Monday off, or I couldn't book the Friday off to make it a long weekend, so I'll just call in sick. And unfortunately,
with the laws,
a boss can't say no. But most of them,
and you can't even ask for a doctor's note until you use up your 10 days.
Exactly.
Or if you use more than 3 days in a row.
Yes. And unfortunately, there are some of them that I know that book them off, who I have known for a while, who I know aren't sick. They're just taking it off because they don't want to work.
Because they want a day off.
Yeah, they want the day off. So for me, I just call it dick itch.
And I always kind of think of it as with a an un with a fake appendage on a woman means fake disease.
And it is. I know those
women don't have dicks.
No.
So it means they aren't actually
So
sick.
it can't get itchy.
Yes.
And because I know there's a couple in my department that, and I'm not going to say their names.
Nope.
That literally, they seem to just leave work and they're like, okay, yeah, I just don't feel like it. And they class as a sick day.
Or they get half days off, but yet then they get the whole day off.
Exactly.
Because they
just
something.
They didn't feel like coming to work.
Or whatever.
Or something. And as much as our boss will send us emails and go, oh, well, we're really short staffed, we really need you to come in. They go, no, I don't feel.
Because there's really nothing the boss can do to say that, I know you're really sick.
Well, there are times when I've called in sick, and they've literally said to me, well, we really can't have you sick, have you off, we need you to come in.
Well. And
I'm like, well, what about, and I can't say, well, what about this person? They can do it. Because if I say that, then I'm just this asshole.
Yes.
So it's kind of a lose-lose situation for me.
Yes.
And some people might be saying, well, that's not true and all that. But unfortunately, it kind of is.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's other people that are out there that have gone through this situation. And I'm sure it's not just women that have done this. I'm sure there are guys.
Oh, yeah.
Who have done this.
Yes.
The only reason why I say it is because, like I said, I'm like the only guy or the only other guy in my department.
Yes.
Because there's like 25 of us. 2 of us are guys. The other 23 are all women.
Yes.
And I know at least 4 who
are sick all the time.
They seem to be sick all the time.
They probably went through their 10 days already, but yet they get more days off.
Especially when it comes to a long weekend or something, they seem to always, we're sick. Yeah. Well, you were fine all week until just what happens Friday.
Yes.
And then you're able to come back to work like
fine Monday.
By Monday or
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday,
whatever.
You're perfectly fine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue. And over the long weekend here, over that 4-day long weekend, we did have some of that happen.
Oh, no doubt. Whatever happened to that woman who kept losing her power and her internet because she kept having the internet on the deck covered in snow?
Oh, she's fucking fine.
Oh, she stayed home and she's...
Oh yeah, she's back up to...
Did you hear if she actually installed it
nope.
properly? No, you didn't hear that?
Nope. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't care.
Well, me neither.
As far as I'm concerned, she can either work at home or work in the office. Working at home is a privilege.
Yes.
She can lose that privilege.
A lot of people think that working at home now is right.
It's not. It's a privilege.
A lot of people say, well, I was hired while everybody was at home, so that's my right because that's how I was hired.
No, it's a privilege to be working at home.
Unless you were hired and it says on the hiring or your contract, whatever you have, that says it's a work at home position.
Only because every employee that works for the company I work for who works from home
at one time worked in the office.
Worked at the office. You are having a privilege that is working from home. You can lose that privilege if you do not meet the standards we require.
Now, Jordan, he could work at home.
I can work from home.
But he decided not to.
I decided not to.
And everybody's going to say, well, why didn't you want to work at home? You don't have to get dressed. You don't have to go out.
And for me, working at home is great. Especially on like a snowstorm and all that. But working from home for me is...
I think in some ways, working from home gives people the idea or people just aren't really into work because
No.
you don't change.
You're not
You're always in your
motivated.
pajamas.
And for me, working from home, that would mean I'm home alone all day long. I don't, because my roommate works in the office. Her job cannot allow her to work from home. My brother is not here. So that means essentially when she leaves at whatever time, she usually around 7:30. That means from essentially 7:30 to, and some days she doesn't get home until 7. So for that,
12 hours?
I'm literally by myself.
Well, it's no different than when we lived in Sudbury together.
And that was not fun for me sitting at home most days.
Oh.
And believe it or and for some of those days you were either home because your shift you were sleeping, so I wasn't home alone the whole time. Or when you first started bus driving, you came home between your runs.
Yes, I did.
So I was never home all the time.
Yeah.
And for me, sitting at home all day is not fun. I get bored. I get bored, and then my brain kind of goes, yeah, whatever. Who cares about work? And last time I worked from home, and I don't think you were home at the time when it first started.
I was truck driving.
Yes. I found myself drinking a lot. Because I was home alone so much, I was like, well, especially after work, because Ryan wouldn't be home for 4 to 5 days. Our father wasn't here. I didn't have a roommate, so I was by myself for sometimes a week, completely by myself, nobody to talk to. I found myself after work, I'd literally buy a case of beer, and I'd be through it in like a day or two. I would drink to the point where I'd literally almost pass out on the couch and then go, okay, back to work.
Yeah.
Because I literally was bored. I had nothing to do, no one to talk to. I find going into the office, I see people, I can communicate, I can talk.
Especially now that everybody's moved into your area now. So.
And I can talk to people, I can communicate, I am around things. I'm not just going, okay, when's work going to be over? That way I can crack open another bottle. I'm now going, okay, after work, maybe I gotta go with a coworker and help them out. Maybe I gotta do this. Maybe, I gotta go do that. I gotta come home and I gotta clean up the driveway because I gotta go to work tomorrow. Well, when I was working from home and
I didn't have to worry about
I didn't have to clean out the driveway every day. I could
Who
clean
cares?
it out. I cleaned it out whenever.
On the weekend.
Yeah. If I knew, okay, Ryan's coming home tomorrow, okay, I'll go clean out the tractor tomorrow at like 5 because he's not going to be home until like 8. Who cares?
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, I have to keep myself busy. I'm able to keep myself busy easier, and I'm not drinking as much.
Yes.
Which is a good thing. Yes, because
it's very healthy.
1, it's healthy. 2, it saves money. Yeah. And 3, if I was probably drinking like that now around my roommate, she probably wouldn't like that. Not that I get mean or violent or anything. It's just.
Yeah.
I'd be drunk all the time.
Yeah.
So that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So working from home, like we've said, is a privilege, and a privilege can be taken away at any time if you.
Yes.
So.
Because a lot of people are under the impression that it's a right now.
Yeah, that it's a right. It's not. It's a privilege.
Yes.
It's not a right. There's
so treated as such.
Yes, treated as a right.
As a privilege.
Yes, as a privilege. Something that can be taken away.
Just like driving, a license.
Yeah.
A lot of people think getting your license is a right. I have a right to get a license. Well, no.
You have a privilege with a license.
And like that, it can be taken away.
Exactly. For me, I can work from home. I can work in the office. I literally, as far as my manager is concerned, my work ethic, regardless of where I am, is
the same.
It doesn't change. It doesn't vary.
He's still considered an asshole no matter where he is.
Yeah, I'm still an asshole no matter what I do. Yeah.
Just ask his managers or his co-workers.
Yeah. I'm probably still an ass to some of them. Some of them don't like me, and I'm not. I always tell people I'm not at work to be liked by you. I'm simply there to make a paycheck. You want me to like you? Then, you know, be nice.
Yeah.
Show me that you actually care.
Yeah.
And at times, leave me alone. Don't come to me with stupid shit. Because I do get that. Still, not just the customers, but own employees all do stupid shit.
No doubt.
So, and then, but I do want to say, during the week, I did have a flatbed run.
Oh.
That I did get an email on.
Oh, there's a first.
No, it's not a first. It's a
second.
Oh heaven! I've gotten emails on flatbed pickups before.
Oh.
But this email was from a guy, and he must be new to the company, because I've received quite a few emails from him.
Oh.
And I don't think he quite knows how shit works in the company.
Probably not.
Because
if he does,
because he literally emailed me and said, "Oh, this pickup is a flatbed pickup.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not a flatbed all the way? If it's a flatbed all the way,
I would have said that.
I would have marked it a flatbed all the way.
But I didn't.
I didn't. And when I emailed, I said, no, it's just a pickup. And he goes, well, it's kind of heavy. Are you sure?
Well, what's heavy?
For me, kind of and is are two different things.
How heavy was this thing?
There were 3 pieces, and at most they were 8,000 pounds.
Altogether?
No, each piece.
Oh.
Now, for the terminal that was doing the pickup, they have a capacity of 8,000 pounds. No, of 10,000 pounds.
Oh, there you go. So we know it can lift.
So the guy that's emailing me is going, this is kind of heavy. Well, no, you have a extra 2,000 pound capacity to lift this. This is not overweight for you. It's not like it's huge. It's long. Well, it's 20 feet long, but our trailers are 53 feet, and it's a foot wide and a foot high, so it's not taking up that much bloody space.
Nope.
And we ship these things. We ship stuff like this all the time. So I don't want you to think, ladies and gentlemen, that, oh, well, you don't know. Yes, I do. I've been around this long enough to know we can do this. We've done this.
Multiple times.
So that's why I think the guy in Edmonton is new.
He might.
Because he obviously doesn't understand. We are an LTL company. We don't do kind of, sort of, it's close enough. No.
Now, explain to people what is an LTL. Or an LTL company.
Okay, an LTL company is essentially, imagine this is the trailer. Just imagine it 50 feet long, 8 feet wide, 8 feet tall. Our job is to get that trailer as full as we can get it.
With as many things.
With as many things as we can get. So we may put on half a trailer and go, okay, this load is all for, say, Saskatoon. And the other half trailer is all for Regina. Now, that half trailer that's for Saskatoon, that may have anywhere from one customer to
60
different customers shipping a box here, a skid here, a piece of pipe here, a screwdriver here. And we're going to fill that half trailer up as full as we can get it to the point where it looks like it's ready to blow up. And that is how we make money. Now, if a guy calls in and goes, oh, I need a full trailer, it's all going to Saskatoon. We will do that, but that's not an LTL shipment. That is called
LTL stands for less than trailer load.
Yeah, less than trailer load. A full trailer is a full trailer. For one thing, we will do it, but that's not our primary bread and butter.
No.
So when I talk about this guy and these 3 things that are 20 feet long, that will take up a fraction of a trailer.
Correct.
Not even half.
Nope.
So we're still going to put stuff beside it.
Over it?
Over it. Well, we may put stuff beside it, in front of it. We'll put stuff underneath of it and slide these pipes on top of that.
We might.
And go there. Now the trailer's full. Now we are going to make money. Now, this guy saying, "Oh, well, is this a flatbed all the way?" That's going to cost the customer more money, and it's more work for us. When technically, we don't need to. You have the capacity to move it.
Yeah.
It's not taking up full trailer.
Yeah.
So don't email me on kind of, sort of, maybe, possibly, could be close enough to a full load. That only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and none of those affects this.
Yes.
So,
but it can also be split up into just more than just two places.
Yeah.
You could have like 5 different
we
places.
sometimes will have a trailer that that's coming from Thunder Bay, and it goes, okay, we got
Winnipeg?
No, it's coming from
West, East.
Thunder Bay, and we're going to put Sault Ste. Marie.
And Wawa.
Sudbury. Wawa.
Marathon. Sudbury.
We may then go, okay, we got a little bit for Barrie. So and the trailer's full. So we're going to send that trailer down there. It's going to stop there. It may stop in Sudbury and go, oh, it has Barrie. Well, we got Barrie stuff and Thunder and Toronto stuff. So we're going to load that up with more Barrie and Toronto stuff. And then we're going to the driver's going to bump his ass down to Barrie and go, okay, I got half a trailer full of Barrie. I got to go to Toronto now. And the people in Barrie are going, well, we got stuff for, Etobicoke, Toronto, Mississauga. We got stuff for Hamilton. So we're just going to load that up into there. And we're going to drive that trailer down there and pull off there. And we're going to unload that trailer with all those different things.
Yep.
And then they may go, oh, well, we got stuff for Ottawa. We're going to load it up onto this trailer. We're going to load up Ottawa and Montreal, maybe Kingston, because it's got to go through there, and we're going to send it over there. That is how our company does. That's an LTL company.
Yes.
And for all those shipments, they are not going, all the stuff that's stopping in Sioux, that's not all going to the same customer. That may go to 5 or 6 different customers in that
It might.
city.
Yeah.
Or it might go to one company.
Yeah, we can do full trailer loads.
Yeah, we can.
Or TL, trailer load.
Yep, we can. We generally, that's, like I said, that's not our bread and butter. We don't do a whole lot of them.
Nope.
We generally do LTL. That's our bread and butter.
Yep.
That's what keeps the lights on, keeps the computers going, and keeps me going back every day because of the paycheck.
There you go.
But, yeah, essentially, other than that one email about that pickup, my week was actually pretty good. It was surprisingly, it was a little busy and all that, but it wasn't. I don't know if maybe some of the fucktards weren't drinking the same water, so they were able to, use that gray matter and they're able to figure out, hey, 2 + 2 is 4.
Thomas Jefferson, sucker!
He ain't Booker T.
Oh.
But essentially, my week was good. I was happy.
Good.
So,
happy Jordan is a good Jordan.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because a happy Jordan means you get to live.
Wow.
So we're going to move on to the episode of.
So this week's episode is called Mud's Women.
Yep.
As you can probably tell from the name, it's probably going to be a lot about women.
Centritas.
Yes. So, I'm going to say it again. The synopsis of this episode is a man gets beamed aboard the Enterprise with 3 women, very attractive women. They are considered his cargo, and eventually the Enterprise has to. What?
Oh, nothing.
has to go to a mine planet to get some lithium crystals.
Planet, not mine. You should probably say mining. It sounds more proper, Mr. Synopsis.
Oh, you're gonna go on about mining planet and
not well. A mine sounds.
That's a mime.
Oh.
Yeah. And you don't know synopsis. Anyway, they gotta go to this planet, get some lithium, and this gentleman...
Lithium crystal. You should say crystal, because lithium is a type of fuel that they use in, I believe, rockets.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't lithium...
Lithium is in batteries here on Earth.
Lithium night. Oh right, yeah, it's batteries. So you should be saying crystal because they're actually going after the.
Yes, it is a crystal. And
Synopsis.
Ow! And the miners are being bribed with these women, essentially.
Yeah, the three miners. Because they're only minor characters.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long video, ain't it?
Oh no.
Oh, I think it is. Alright. So we start off with a ship flyby, Jordan's favorite scene. We go with a captain's log, stardate 1329.8, in pursuit of unidentified vessel. And I wrote, why are we chasing it? They never do say, why are we chasing it?
No, they never do say why they're chasing. We just know they're chasing the ship.
Yep.
Maybe they're playing a game of tag.
Maybe. Bridge. Kirk asks if this is an Earth ship.
Yeah.
But Spock reports it's unknown. There's no ID beam. So I'm assuming it's kind of like one of those things that send out information and say this is flight number 2695.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, like for.
I can't remember what it's called.
Flight ID.
Huh?
Flight ID number.
Essentially.
Like what you'd see if you're in a tower control for an airport.
Yes. That apparently doesn't have one.
Nope.
So they don't know what it's called, where it's going, who's the captain, anything.
And apparently this is a big deal. You shouldn't be doing that. And I'm like, well,
even today you aren't supposed to do that.
But you're in space. What the hell are you going to hit?
Well, it's not about hitting something. It's about identifying.
For maybe if you run into someone?
It could be pirates. It could be pirates stole that ship and they gotta go stop it. Or maybe from the last episode, maybe it was duplicated. And you got an evil ship and a good ship. Ow!
So they're chasing this ship, and
they say the engines will blow soon because apparently they're going quite hot.
Yeah. Because they're selling them off like hotcakes.
Yeah. And they report that the engines are now superheating. It's not just heating or regular heating. It's superheating. Super duper heating. So Kirk asks...
Julie could have used that on that planet, probably.
Yeah, probably on a shuttlecraft.
Yeah.
So they say... so Kirk asks to extend the shields. They say they shouldn't because then their engines will start to overheat. And
themselves.
And they'll blow up too.
But the ship has lost its power. It's floating inside of an asteroid field.
Not yet. Yeah. We go through an intro. Then we go through another flyby. We're on the bridge again. The ship's engines are heating. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I know.
Well, why don't you go through the rest of the
episode? You keep going, but when I try to correct you, don't just shoot me down. Remember, I still have the memory. So keep going.
Fine. So apparently the Enterprise ship's engines are heating. The lights go off and on. Apparently their breakers or their crystals are...
Yeah.
I don't know if they're blowing up or whatever.
Well, I think they are. Because he says, there goes one crystal. And I'm like, first of all, why are your crystals blowing up so easily?
Exactly.
And two, how can the engines be over? The engines should be used to going at like warp speed, very, very hot.
Apparently not when you extend the shields.
I don't get how the shields and engines.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm not
Uhura gets distress signal, and I wrote Uhura in gold.
Yeah,
she was in a gold uniform instead of her typical red.
Red, and that means command, doesn't it?
Gold is command.
So, unless she's in charge of communications,
perhaps.
Which I guess,
but she's always been known to be in red.
Yeah.
So next we go to transporter room.
Yep.
Scotty, Spock, and Bones beam over a man. Man introduces himself as Captain Walsh.
Yep.
On the bridge, the lights go out again.
Yeah.
Sulu reports lights on supplementing with battery power. So I'm guessing they're using battery power in the crystals, I guess, or whatever. Kirk calls Scotty to report. Transporter room, Scotty is having trouble with transporters due to battery power use.
Yes.
So I'm guessing when they're on battery power, I guess their transporter is not as efficient.
Probably.
Bridge, other ship gets destroyed by an asteroid.
Yep.
Back in the transporter room, still beaming crew over.
Yeah.
And then 3 women arrive.
Yeah.
Very attractive women.
Yes. 3 very attractive women.
Scotty and Bones are mesmerized by the women.
Strangely, they're all white.
Yes, mostly everybody is white on these shows. So Scotty, Bones, and Spock ignore Kirk for a report.
Yes.
So Kirk wants the captain to report to his cabin.
Yes.
Whether he can walk or not.
Yeah, he literally says, they bring the captain to him if he can walk, and if he can't, drag him there. Because Kirk's, you could tell, is not happy that his ship literally just
is falling apart. Or power.
Because he had to save this idiot that.
Yep.
That wasn't following the rules of
the road.
Maybe
I don't know. So next we're in the hall.
Yep.
A random crewman starts to walk up a ladder, but gets distracted by the women's asses.
Well,
I'm assuming that's what they're looking at because when the camera looks at the women, they're looking at their asses. Well, now I'm an ass guy myself, and they are attractive, but maybe the camera could have panned up a little bit.
Yeah, it could be.
But all the crewmen in that quarter are mesmerized by these women. So Turbolift, Captain Walsh calls Spock a Vulcanian, and I wrote, what? No one has ever called him that. They always say you're a Vulcan, not a Vulcanian. So I don't know where that came on.
Me either.
Walsh tells women Spock isn't mesmerized by them.
Yeah, he's immune to them, essentially.
Immune, essentially.
Yeah.
One woman apologized for Walsh for saying Spock isn't interested.
Yeah. And Spock doesn't really do much for that. He's Vulcan. He has no emotion. He's an emotional stick.
So next we're at the captain's quarters. Now, I'm wondering why are we going to the captain's quarters? Shouldn't we be doing this in the conference room? Or something?
Well, maybe the captain's tired after the meeting. Wants to lay down.
Who knows? Kirk is mesmerized by the women.
Yes.
And I wrote, duh. Kirk is mesmerized by all women, usually.
Yeah, well, he was a ladies' man.
Walsh reports that the women aren't his crew, but his cargo.
Yes. Now, that I find pretty strange. Cargo. You're classing women as not as people,
but as a commodity.
As cargo. And that, to me, is an immediate red flag.
Well, in today's age, yes. But remember, back in the 60s, women...
Okay, yeah, I will grant you, back in the 60s, women was not seen as people. But I'm just saying, this is supposed to be...
Or equals, I should say.
Okay, yes.
They were people, but they weren't equals.
Okay, yes, but this show is supposed to be based in the future. Shouldn't that be different?
You would think. So then we go to a ship flyby. We get another captain's log.
Yep.
Start at 1329.1, and I said we were at 1329.8. So I guess this is before, or maybe time goes backwards. Who knows?
Like I said, the log is probably based on what's already happened.
Transport 3 unusual women that have a magnetic influence over male crew members, including himself.
Well, no kidding. They are young. They are dressed scantily.
I guess for 60s, yes.
For the 60s, and these guys have probably been without seeing a woman dressed like that for a year.
There's women on this crew.
I didn't say they weren't women, but I mean women dressed like that.
All right, yeah, true. So we're back at the captain's quarters. Walsh tries to blame Kirk for his ship's destruction.
Yeah.
Kirk report he is doing a hearing on Walsh's behavior. Kirk has security take Walsh to his quarters and confined there. And I said, why not the brig?
I don't think we've seen the brig, have we? To be perfectly honest.
Well,
Do they have one?
Well, we know they have one because we see one at least later. But I'm thinking Charlie X. They put him into that room and the things came.
Yeah, true.
Now, we don't know if that was the actual brig or if they're just locking him in some quarters.
Room.
But
so
why not the brig? They obviously gotta have one.
You would think.
But anyway, he's not going to the brig. He's gonna get some nice quarters. So we're back on the bridge. Sulu and crewman walk onto bridge. Crewman stumbles and Sulu holds him, telling him to come back to reality. So obviously they ran into or saw these attractive women.
And they got mesmerized by their beauty.
Yeah. Crewman talks about how the women look through him and into his soul type idea.
Well, he looks like he's about 20, so to him.
And I wrote, wish I got something like that.
Women look at you like that all the time. You just don't pay attention.
Oh, no. No, they don't. And then they get we hear that...
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. That we hear that there's only one crystal and can't bypass.
Yeah, they can't bypass this crystal. There's supposed to be
because when they burned out the other crystals, apparently they burned out the transfer thing or whatever.
Yeah, the transfer power.
They can't transfer, can't bypass.
Yeah,
and everything's going
and Scotty can't fix it,
which is odd.
Yeah, because Scotty is known to be a miracle worker.
So next we go to conference room, which is I think where they should have always been at instead of captain's quarters. The three women are there talking among themselves with one security at the door. I'm all right with that because women are not known to be that dangerous. Yeah. And one guy, pretty sure, could stop them. And they weren't the ones in trouble anyway.
No, as far as...
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Captain Walsh walks in. Walsh asks security to step out, and they refuse. Good for them, because usually they say, "Okay, we'll let you there."
Because there's two security guards there now.
Yeah.
Because one came in with Walsh.
Yeah. Walsh tells the women to be truthful, but don't agree to a medical exam. Yes. And I said, "Why not? Perhaps danger."
Yeah, it's the only thing, and you do find out why and all that. But yeah, your first instinct is, well, why don't you want them to get checked out? But
he did tell him, be truthful. Yeah. So you're trying to, so you think, he's gonna play fair and
all that,
but apparently not.
No.
One woman accidentally calls Walsh Harry, and I wrote was Leo because it was Captain Leo Walsh.
Yeah, but apparently he's Harry.
But she says Harry, so we don't know where Harry comes from.
No, you never,
or why.
Yeah, you never hear about it again.
Back on the bridge, Kirk arrives, told only one lithium crystal, can't bypass due to engines overheating.
Yes.
Kirk tells Scotty, but calls him engineer. Because Scotty says, we should be doing something with this guy because he had us chasing him, had us extend the shields and everything. But instead of saying like, "Okay, Scotty, we understand," and it says that this captain will be skinned, so instead of saying, "Okay, Scotty, we're gonna put the fire to him," he calls him "Okay, engineer."
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of weird. Well, it was like he forgot his name or something.
I think he's more or less just trying to calm Scotty down.
Maybe.
Because Scotty, as if any Trekkie knows, Scotty and his ship, especially his engines, you just don't.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with.
So Spock tells Kirk that there is a lithium mine on Rigel 12, 2 days away, high grade ore. And I wrote, wouldn't any grade work?
Probably higher the grade, the better.
Maybe. I can probably go with that.
So, but I've heard of Rigel. These planets. I just can't remember where I've heard that name before.
I'm sure they probably reuse these planet names on other Star Trek shows for different.
Because the first thing that popped in my head was Khan, but that was City Alpha, wrong planet. So, but yeah, I've heard that name somewhere, and I can't remember where.
So after that, we do another ship flyby. We get another captain's log. Stardate 1329.2.
Yep.
Hearing is being. And I wrote question mark because in the last log we got was I think 0.1.
What's this one?
Yeah, and the last one that we got was 1329.1. Now we're at 1329.2. So are we going forward? We're going backwards? Like, I don't know how they came up with these numbers.
I don't think you'll ever know.
Probably not. So a hearing is being done on Captain Walsh, but worried about hypnotic effect on crew by women.
Yes.
And I wrote, perhaps lock them away where not seen. And then they won't do a hypnotic. Now, granted, they aren't in trouble.
No.
And yes, they are women.
But is hypnotic really that dangerous?
Well, if they aren't doing their job, the ship could easily just blow up.
But we go into the hearing.
Conference room, yep.
This is actually the first hearing you see in the series.
Yes. Spock turns on computer, kind of like a lie detector type idea.
It is, because they then begin to ask
Walsh his name.
And he
says, I am Captain Leo Walsh. And the computer says incorrect to Walsh's name. So Walsh asks if they will believe a computer over him. Walsh finally tells his real name as Harry Mudd.
And the computer doesn't say anything. So obviously
must have told the truth. So Mudd's record comes up with multiple crimes of delivering illegal items using fake currency. And stuff like that. So Mudd is now charged with being a menace due to no ID or stopping for Kirk. No master license. Revoked stardate 1116.4.
Yes.
And I just wrote question marks. Like, in the future we have to have master licenses?
Well, I'm assuming cargo, he's gotta...
Can't anyone just be a captain?
I would imagine not. You have to probably go through some training, and especially if he's hauling cargo like he says they are, he probably has to have some kind of license to be a cargo hauler.
Maybe. But Mudd says that the real Captain Walsh died, and Mudd took over the name and the ship
because he had to get these women. Because
he needed the ship to get these women to wherever they're going, which he never did say where they're actually going.
No, he never said what planet. He just said that
whatever.
That they're going off to a planet that way the women can get married.
Yeah. But he never says where.
No.
So while they're at this briefing, so you got Captain Kirk, you got Bones, you got Scotty, you got Spock, and I think you got...
You got the one guy that was besides Sulu.
Oh, okay.
The tactical guy, Scotty...
Yeah.
Bones,
and
Cook,
a couple
Spock,
security guys,
and at least 2 security guards.
So while they're there, Bones and Scotty are
staring at two of the women.
Yeah, so they're kind of mesmerized again by these women here.
And what I find kind of odd is Cook isn't
really falling yet.
No, not at all for them, and which is unusual for him.
Yeah, so Kirk asks the computer if they can scan the women to see if there's anything there. Nothing is picked up on the women, but all men have increased breathing, heart rate, and sweating.
Yes.
Which is kind of a sign that they're kind of attracted.
Yeah, they are attracted to the women.
Yes. So Kirk has the male reading struck from the record. We don't need to know that all the men are
attracted to the women.
Are ready to start jumping these women. So the women came willingly, but no men on their planets, because they do say like we willingly went with Mudd.
Yeah.
And we left because there's no men on these planets
for us. So we're going out with him to try to find suitable husbands.
So because some people were probably thinking like, did he kidnap these women? Are these women here against their will?
Are they
kind of like the sex trafficking that we even have today?
Yeah, but in this case, they freely admit, no, he didn't kidnap us. We went with him.
Yeah, we're just looking for men on another planet to be married.
Mm-hmm.
So Kirk closes the hearing and will hand him over to the legal authorities.
Yep.
At whenever they can. The last crystal finally went. And Sulu reports life support now on manual. And I wrote, what? How is on manual now? Shouldn't it be just off? Well, I guess they saw power, so I guess they got batteries. But what does it mean it's on manual? Does that mean we can crank up the oxygen a little bit? Or get up the helium a little bit?
I think manual.
And start talking like we've got helium.
Will you shut up?
Sorry.
Manual probably means like when you're flying or if you get into a fight and you gotta shoot. I'm sure when they have full power, like when they're flying, the ship will autocorrect if they're on course. Would probably do some.
What does it have to do with life support?
Let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
And stuff like that, or with oxygen, the ship will probably filter the air, will pump oxygen into the ship. Probably on manual, it means someone has to stand near like a control panel and manually, inject oxygen, clean the oxygen for everybody. The system can't do it now. Just like manual, when they're flying, the ship will autocorrect. Now it's going on to manual, which means Sulu now has to go, we're off course by half a degree. Just nudge me over a little bit.
Okay.
Manual.
All right, I guess we'll go with that. So next, the women beg Kirk to send them to their destination. We don't know where that destination is. So Mudd now will give women to the... But Kirk does say, like, we're going to go to these lithium mines.
Yes.
We're going to get some crystals there. And then leaves. So Mudd now will give the women to the lithium miners, as they are considered rich.
Yes.
And Mudd will take over as captain of Enterprise. And I said, yeah, right.
Yeah. He literally is laughing going, and I'll be the captain now, Cook. And I'm like, you aren't taking shit from Cook.
Yeah.
Cook would probably...
The crew wouldn't go for it.
No. Even with your women.
So we do another ship flyby. We get a captain's log, start at 1330.1. 14 hours of Rigel 12 on auxiliary power.
Yes.
Women control getting stronger. Mudd locked in quarters. And I wrote, why not the brig? He just said he's found him guilty.
You know what?
And he's going to hand him over to the authorities.
Will you stop talking? I think I know why. Why? Because the brig has to use the
force field.
Force fields. What powers the force field?
Batteries.
Which they can't afford to do.
Okay. I'll go for that now. So next we go into sickbay. One woman comes in, and Bones smiles because he's mesmerized by this woman. A woman walks past the health monitor, and some of it beeps and lights flash.
But it doesn't show any
readings.
reading.
Bones notices and asks woman to walk past it again.
Yes.
And I wrote odd.
Yes. Bones, once he sees that, he's kind of no longer really thinking about her. He's now going,
well, that's kind of strange.
But
he doesn't really go any further and saying, like, I need to find out why it's doing that.
He has to do it again, and it does the same thing, and he's kind of still going, like, it should be reading your pulse. Yeah.
So she goes by it again, the lights and beeps again.
Yes.
Bones says it isn't supposed to do that. So woman touches Bones.
He looks at her, and...
That doesn't sound right now. Woman touches Bones.
Well, she touches him.
So... Ow! Concussion.
Concussion my ass.
So Boneson asks about does she have like an unusual perfume or something?
Or radiation, or something that emits radiation, because I'm assuming something like that would affect
perhaps
the system. I don't get the perfume, but radiation, I guess.
Whatever, because who knows what the perfume could be giving off.
I guess he's asking about the perfume because maybe that's what attracts the men.
Perhaps. So we're back in Kirk's quarters. This woman named Eve is laying on Kirk's bed.
Kirk walks in and sees a beautiful woman.
And I wrote, wish I got that too from someone.
Well, you probably have.
No.
In the past.
No.
Yes.
Kirk is a little upset that the woman is in his quarters on his bed. And I'm thinking, why are you so upset? You got this attractive woman in your room, on your bed.
Because it's his quarters. You have to ask permission.
Well, true. But if I came home one day and I see an attractive woman in my bed, I'm not going to say, I wish you would have told me you're coming here. I'm going to go, oh, who are you?
And are you a captain? Do you have knowledge of ship movements and fleet movements? Like him? No. And
I just think he's being a little
difficult.
Yes.
He might be, yes, but he's also probably knows his crew, and he wants to make sure he stays clear-minded.
Maybe.
Focus, man. Focus.
Me, I would be just...
Well, that's different.
Well, he's single too.
I didn't say you weren't single.
But I am.
That's debatable.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And why would you think that?
Because I don't know what you do when you're not here. For all I know, you could have a girlfriend over there.
I'm pretty sure I would have told you.
Maybe. But again, I don't know.
Well, there's no girlfriend over there. So the woman says that she's hiding from the men.
Yeah.
Because the men are looking at her all the time. And I'm thinking a lot of women would probably enjoy that.
Some women like men gawking at them, but
apparently she doesn't.
She was, out of the three women, she was the only one that was the different one.
Yeah, so Kirk says he will talk to crew about that. And I'm trying to think now, like, what are you going to say to the crew? Hey, don't be gawking at the beautiful women. Good luck trying to stop them.
Yeah, and then the woman starts flirting with Kirk.
Yeah, woman tries to kiss Kirk, but pulls away and says she likes Kirk, and she leaves.
Yeah, and she goes, I hate Mud for making me do this. Almost like, and right at that point, it's like, okay, well, Mud's definitely doing something, but again, they still haven't figured that out.
No. So we're at the hall, in the halls and Mud's quarters.
Yes.
So this white-haired woman walks into Mud's room and reports that the comms room has 3 men.
Yep.
Been alone for 3 years, and I wrote, ouch.
Yeah. Well,
3 years by yourself?
Well, 3 years, but yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, remember, they're all working.
Yes, but still, on your time off, you still got male urges. And it's been 3 years on a 5-year mission. And you haven't had any womanly touch.
Well, maybe they don't need it.
Well, they do. Um, so, so Eve, so this kind of like leader of the women, Eve, who's in love with Kirk. A woman walks in and says she's not feeling well, and she says it's probably getting close to that time.
Yes.
And that's where it ends.
Yeah, and you're kind of wondering, like,
what does she mean? It's getting close to that time.
Like, is she getting ready to
transform?
Transform? Is it almost a time of month? I don't know.
Or are they going to take over the Enterprise? Who knows?
Yeah.
So, Bridge ship will make it to the planet on batteries, but be a shaky orbit. Yes. Kirk hopes the batteries will last long enough to get 6 crystals. Kirk asks Bones if he's examined Eve. Bones reports she refused.
Yes.
Kirk asks if women are actually beautiful or if some alien disguise.
Yes, and him and Bones are, and Spock is overhearing them because Bones is like, are they really beautiful or is it just
us?
Is it just us? Do we just think they're beautiful? What makes them better than the other women?
Exactly.
And even Kirk's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah. After that, we go into Mudd's quarters.
Yep.
This white-haired woman. They do have names, and I think they said it once, but I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go white-haired woman. Has a hand communicator. Gives it to Mudd. And I said, why are they allowed in or out? So these women, why are they allowed to walk in and out of Mudd's quarters, and they're not searched?
Who's gonna search them?
Security.
Just bat their pearly rights at them, and they're not gonna do shit.
True, but I still think some of them probably have wives. What are you trying to say?
They may have wives. Doesn't mean they're not gonna gawk at a beautiful woman.
Oh, so you're gonna say you're gonna have unfaithful men?
No, I didn't say they were gonna sleep with them. I said it's not gonna stop them gawking at them.
So they can still search.
No.
So yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't listen.
No, you don't.
So Mudd calls Rigel 12, and Eve looks like she's losing her beauty. And I wrote, hand communicator must have a great range.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought they were only for shortwave communication.
That's what I thought, but apparently it can go a lot further.
Yeah, apparently it can go a couple of thousand miles.
Well, we don't know how far away the ship is, but we're going to assume there's quite a bit of range to it.
Yeah.
So we go to another ship flyby. Back on the bridge. Power still dropping.
Yes.
Orbit can be maintained for 3 days, 4 hours. Yeah. Now, just before that, they were saying, like, we're not going to be able to maintain this orbit for long. 3 days and 4 hours, that's a pretty long time.
Well, you got to think, with full power, they can maintain it for
indefinite.
So for them, this is a short period.
I guess. So Mudd's quarters again. All the women have now lost their beauty or good looks or glow.
They've aged super fast.
I don't know if they really aged or if they just lost their glow or good looks or whatever.
They all started wrinkling.
Yeah, could be.
That's with age.
Maybe in 30-year-olds on their planet, maybe that's what they look like. So Mudd looks in the drawers for his pills and finds them in his mattress. And women say they are turning ugly.
Yeah, that we're turning ugly again. We're turning back into what we were.
Which is kind of a shame because women aren't really ugly. They all have their own beauty
in their own way. Yeah.
And I wrote, why and when did he put his clothes in the drawers?
Who knows?
His ship just blew up.
Yeah.
He didn't come with a suitcase.
No. And and when you first see him looking through his room, you're not really sure what he's looking for.
No. So So the women take the pills and return to their normal look or their beautiful look.
Yes.
So obviously they're on some sort of drug.
Yes.
And
then
so after that we go to Kirk's quarters.
Yes.
2 miners arrive. I don't get why we're doing everything in his quarters and not in like a conference room.
That was the conference room, wasn't it?
Oh, it's in his quarters.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah. See, listen to me and...
You got one.
Miners report that the crystals are not for sale, but will swap them from Mudd's women for crystals and Mudd's release. So obviously, when he communicated with them,
he's made some kind of a
deal with them.
Like, you get me out of here, and you can have the women,
and you get your crystals. But Kirk refuses that deal.
And the miners literally say, if you go down to the plant to take them by force, you won't find any.
Yes. So Mudd and women walk in. Yes. And I wrote, how did they leave as Mudd was supposed to be confined to his quarters?
I'm telling you, it's the women.
But security still followed them. Anyway, Kirk still refuses. Lights dim. Spock reports batteries are dying. Yes. Power at half power.
And at this point, Mudd also shows a bit of his true colors because he's like, oh, you don't want a deal now, but you'll have to.
Yeah, Mudd says that Kirk will eventually have to do the deal as ship will be destroyed when the orbit fails.
Exactly. So you kind of see that Mudd's like, I have you dead to rights. You gotta do this my way. And I thought, well, let's just throw Mudd out the U.S. airlock, but...
they don't want to do that.
No.
So we're on the planet. Yeah, we get a captain's log. No star date.
No.
He says beaming down to planet to get crystals and continue difficulty by miners.
Yes.
Apparently they're still causing problems.
Yes.
So Kirk, Spock, Mudd beam down.
Yes.
We go into this planetary shelter or housing, whatever it is.
It's some kind of a building.
On the outside, it's metallic, but on the inside, it looked like an ice cave.
Yeah, it was like the doors looked like it was like an ice cave or a rock.
Yes. Kirk tells miners they won, and the miner smiles and says they will get the crystals when he has time.
Yes,
because he's
more infatuated with the women,
and he's ready to get a little action there.
Yes, and Cook's kind of like,
well, unfortunately
I need these now because my ship is
going to be coming down here soon, but
against my will.
But anyway. He's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's got to do what the miner says.
Yeah.
So the miners start to fight over the two women because Eve, the third woman,
she's
she's not really interested in these miners.
No, she's not really happy.
Because she did say that she loves or likes Kirk.
Yes.
So she's not really interested in these miners. And really, there's 3 miners with 2 women.
Yes, and they start to fight.
Yeah, as Eve doesn't want to be with the miners, and eventually this woman leaves.
Yes,
during the fight,
she runs out of there into a storm.
Yeah. So on the planet, Eve gets lost. Kirk starts looking for her.
Kirk goes after her, tries to find her.
Yeah,
but he can't. And you also find out another one of the miners.
Lead. I wrote lead miner.
Yeah,
goes out because he was the one who did most of the talking on the Enterprise and Kirk's quarters.
And he's gone out there to try to find her as well.
Yeah. So we go another ship flyby.
Yes.
On the bridge, Kirk reports he won't. He went back to the ship to look for Eve. Yeah. Search has been on for 3 hours 18 minutes. Ionized storm cut down on speed and accuracy of the scan.
So it's slowing it down so they can't find her. And unfortunately, they're using up more battery power.
By doing these scans, because they're doing thermal imaging
and all
of that. And then Kirk says there's 5 hours left of battery power.
Yes.
So they were at 3 days and
something.
Whatever. Now they're down to 5 hours.
Because they're running sensors.
No, we don't know how many days have gone by. So maybe 2. Maybe this.
I'm assuming not many.
So did they wait the 3 days and then finally said fine, or or using these scanners have it cut down.
I'm thinking
3 days down to 5 hours.
I think the scanners cut it down.
It's possible.
And then you find
back
out
on the planet.
You find the miner, the lead miner, found her and is carrying her back to
she's unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So we end up doing that ship flyby. Mm-hmm. Battery power down to 43 minutes left.
Yes.
Search on for 7 hours 31 minutes.
So in that 7 hours, they've gone through more than 3 days.
So they were at 3 hours 18 minutes. So we're looking at
2.5 hours.
3, 4, 5,
almost
6.
2.5.
So another 4 hours and 10, 12, 13 minutes. They went from 5 hours to 43 minutes.
Yes.
So it's quite a bit of power drain.
Yes.
Spock and Sulu find a heat reading on the planet somewhere.
Yep.
And then so Kirk says he'll beam down. So Kirk and Mudd beam down the planet.
Yep.
On the planet, Eve ends up cooking, so she obviously waked up because the miner fell asleep on a bench.
Yeah, he put her in his bed and he went and laid
down. He fell asleep. She, at some point, woke up, ate apparently, and now she's cooking.
And the miner wakes up and...
I wrote miner mocks Eve on her cooking and doing work.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want a woman doing the cooking. He can do his own cooking.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted her there to breed.
Probably because I found it very odd. Like, she cooked, she cleaned. She was like, I ate some of your food, so I thought at least I could do was clean up a little bit and all that. And he was very much like, I don't want you moving my stuff. I don't want you cleaning.
I don't want you cooking. I can cook my own.
And I was like, well, why? Why did you want them there? Other than just to bang them?
And I guess that's all they wanted.
I guess. I just found it very, very odd.
So after this miner goes out, because she told him, like, put these pots outside, let the sand blast them.
Because she was like, I couldn't clean your pots and pans because they're so dirty. And he even ate some of her food, and he was like, that's good, but I've tasted better.
Yeah.
By my own hand.
So once he comes back in from hanging his pots and pans on the outside, Eve is playing cards.
Yep.
Some game called Double Jack.
Yep.
Now I don't know if that's a real card game or something they made up for because he did ask, like, is it solitaire? Mm-hmm. So there is still solitaire in the future. I don't know if Double Jack's a real game here on Earth or if it's something they just kind of made up for Star Trek. And I noticed the cards are round.
Yes.
They're round instead of rectangular, but they are still diamonds, hearts, spades, clubs, and kings, queens, jacks.
Yes. And then as she's playing this, the miner starts noticing her aging.
Oh, yes, because Eve is starting to turn back to her...
I guess her older self
or uglier self, whatever you want to call it.
And he starts noticing it, and he starts to get a little upset.
Then Kirk and Mudd walk in, and then Kirk has Mudd tell the miner that the women are on a Venus drug, is what he calls it.
Yeah, a Venus drug, and he's like, I thought that was
a myth or whatever. So apparently, this drug gives women more of what they have. So men, they get stronger, they get bigger muscles, you know. And women get more beautiful, more feminine, stuff like that. Yes. So basically, even the ugliest of women can apparently turn into models, and the biggest and ugliest of guys can turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I guess, yeah.
So Eve takes the drug and turns beautiful again.
Because in front of Cook, Mudd, and the miner.
Yeah. So and then Kirk says that he swapped out the real drug for these fakes.
Yeah, but it still made her young, and I was like, well,
so how did she? Maybe it's trying to show people that beauty isn't something on the outside, that it can be on the inside, and it can be shown on the outside.
I guess, because I never really understood that. Like, was she a changeling? Is it her... Like, how did she do that?
I'm thinking it's just how men look at women. You know,
I guess.
you can look at a woman and say she's beautiful, but just like you and me, you can look at a woman and say that's a beautiful woman, and I can look at that same woman and say she's the ugliest woman I ever seen.
That is true.
So it's all, I think, more on men's perspective.
Probably, because I did find it kind of odd how he said, "Oh, I swapped it out," and yet she was still young.
Yes.
And because they never really explained like how she did that.
No.
And then they.
So Kirk then orders the miner for the crystals, and he says, "Yeah, I'll get you them.
They're right here.
Yeah, you don't have to go searching.
They're here.
Yeah."
He literally probably had them in his quarters.
Probably. So Kirk calls up to the Enterprise saying that 2 are returning to the ship.
Yes.
Because the miner says, well, I want the woman to stay. We got a lot of talk about.
Yes.
I'm assuming to see if she actually wants to stay.
Yeah, because once he beams up, that's
where it will end.
Yeah.
So Eve is staying behind.
We're assuming.
Yeah, because they said they're going to talk. So Mudd asks to be left on the planet as punishment enough, and Kirk refuses, but says he will be a character witness at his trial. And Mudd says, but then they'll throw away the keys.
Then they'll definitely throw away the keys.
And so that's kind of the humor between them.
Yes, and then they beam up to...
So they do eventually beam up. We don't see that, though. We go to another ship flyby, bridge. Kirk, Bones, and Spock are glad that the ordeal is over.
Yes.
That everybody's back to normal. Nobody's ready to start humping the next woman that comes around the corner.
No.
And eventually they leave orbit, and
they go. And for me, I always ask, like, well, did they leave all 3 women there? Did they?
They never do say.
Did they go with them? Because what we didn't say was the 2 other women got married the 2 miners over video call. And it's like, well, okay, so, which they can get annulled, but it's like, well, did they stay there with them? Did they leave?
Would have to assume they did. And they never do say what they were doing with Mudd. Like, where are they going to drop him off at?
Probably at some starbase, I would assume. Who knows? But yeah, you don't really find out what happens to the women. Did they stay there? Did they go?
I would assume they stayed.
I would assume so too.
But who knows?
Yeah, no one will know.
But yeah, essentially that's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode. This episode was actually wasn't too bad. This one I found a little more humor in it.
Yes,
which was kind of nice. And this one, I just thought of it. This episode was one of the very few episodes Kirk's shirt didn't get ripped.
Ah, yes. Yes, because it's always been a running joke within Star Trek.
Because if you remember
that Kirk's shirt always rips.
That's true.
And he sleeps with every woman that comes around.
Exactly. Now, if you think about this as well, last episode was
The Enemy Within.
The Enemy Within. He didn't get his shirt ripped, but
no, he didn't.
He had his shirt off in his quarters when Spock walked in. So you could say, well, he didn't get his shirt ripped, but he was still showing off his body.
That's
true. On this one, none of that.
That is true.
This is one of the few episodes where he didn't take it off just to show off his chest, or it didn't get ripped. Because if you think about it, on that Charlie X, his shirt never got ripped, but he was in that wrestling, each had his shirt off.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the first time that he didn't get ripped or take it off himself.
That's true.
And essentially, like I said, this is a very interesting episode.
Yeah.
Kind of shows you, like you said, what men see when they see women. Every man thinks different.
Yes, and every guy who sees a beautiful woman always says like, will always be distracted by that woman.
Yes.
Maybe always saying like, I got a shot with her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which I don't, but Jordan seems to. But
yeah, bullshit.
Who has the girlfriend?
I don't know. Yeah, and you probably have one on set, but you just don't want to say anything.
No.
But anyway, that's going to be the end.
That would be good news, so I would be telling you good news.
So that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode, I believe, is called
What Our Little Girl's Made Of.
Yeah, What Our Little Girl is Made Of. Not really sure what it's going to be about.
No.
Ryan thinks it might have...
I'm not sure if it's this one or a different one, but I do know that at least in one episode...
Shatner had his daughter in it.
Yes.
And this might be it.
It could be this one or it could be a different one.
It'll be interesting to see.
Because I'm not quite sure what this episode's about.
Neither. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
Yes.
I hope you guys are going to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you're a Trekkie, let other Trekkies know about this channel. And we hope to hear from you guys on a later video and read your comments.
Yes.
Take care now. Bye.
Bye.